Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Stratch Professor.
Bathe in battle.
Do another episode here in our Legendary Chaos campaign.
Avert your
Alright,
eyes.
go ahead and... Oops, not him. Level him up. Got Cascading Fire Cloak. Probably Flaming Sword of Ruin next. Go with that. Still hiring here. I guess
Ready.
we'll keep him close. Oh, vampires have this covered. I'm a little worried we're going to get flanked and killed with Kolic, but we can just have him like chill in this town for a little bit or something. No. Okay, it is grayed out, but we can still level it up. Okay, we can start getting this stuff, which will allow us to get some pretty big things here. Hopefully it gives us all 3 slots. It might just give us 2. We're holding up on this guy. I know everyone wants to see this guy. We will get him, but it's going to make vampires come after us. And Skaven. It's going to slow us down a lot. We're just going to have to sit here and chill for 25 turns. So I think like we need to at least get like High Elves under control. I think. I don't think he's going to be worth the hassle. Because, like, everyone's going to war with us, if that happens, except maybe Norska. But definitely Skaven and Vampire counts, and I've just spent all this time basically handing them a lot of the property. Now, I guess there's an argument, well, if I'm going to hand them all this property, I should go ahead and fight them and kill them right now before they take everything here and then turn on me. That's a fair point, I suppose.
Hooded one watches me.
Think about it. I mean, I am going to be sitting here chilling anyways. But do I want to chill for 25 turns? I could maybe reverse that damage, maybe. Any army that he's in is going to crush my magic reserves, though. So I'm just not going to be able to use any magic. Let's have huge fire resist, really high magic resist, no physical resist. I kind of feel like this is fool's gold, and it's going to slow us down a ton in the campaign if we mess with this. We're just going to be fighting rebellions non-stop for like 25 turns. It's going to be like 5 episodes of just non-stop fighting rebellions. I don't mind the research rate. The upkeep is, like, we could probably afford that. It's just the diplomacy is going to make us... we have pretty high diplomacy with Skaven, but they're still... They're going to declare war on us, and then... we're never going to be able to leave this area, or they're going to sack and kill the town, because everyone's coming at us if that happens. So pretty much we just sit here and just defend this area. Because he gets really weak if you lose the portal, I think. That's what it says. So I don't know, kind of a trap. I think we'll wait until kind of closer to the end to try him out. Okay. It's like the shiny red button or something. You really want to press it, but part of you is saying, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Okay, let's go ahead and move him over here. We can't dash, I guess.
Onward to destruction.
This little river's really annoying. Are there no bridges or anything? Okay, I guess we don't have to level this up, although it'd be nice with him if we level this up, and then we can eventually get chosen with him. Alright, let's hit him.
Kill them all. Wipe them out.
Okay, they're gonna make us fight it. Guys, come on. Okay. Really? I really think you got a prayer? With this army, like, I've murdered you so many times with half of this army. This is insane overkill.
Unleash chaos!
Alright. We're just gonna 3x it and just run up the tower and just spam a bunch of fire spells on them and they're gonna die. Seriously, I could win this with probably, like, pretty close to just Archaon, the 2 heroes, and the 3 Nurgle units. Like, that might literally be enough to win this fight. Those bows aren't going to do anything. Especially not against Nurgle units. Maybe they injure the Slanesh a little bit.
Archaon! What? Yes? Now, my blade hungers! Masters, witness me! My master's call! Exalted hero! I broke dawn! Ready! Such unholy resilience! Archaon!
Come on. Can we click? Alright.
Name your demand!
What are these, like, fire things that are dropping on me over here?
Hawk's bloody glory! Die in arcane fire! Sword and spell! Deliver slaughter! I control Finch's gifts! Move up! Move fast! Archaon! Charge them! Slay every mortal! This is our time! Give me carnage! Kill, maim, burn! Our time has come! Arcane might to me! Tremble, mortals! We will!
What are these little grenade? Oh, okay. The Outriders with grenade launchers. Okay.
What? My Siege many glories! Bring corruption! Arcane might to me! Archaon! Chaos comes! Obliterate them! Obliterate them! Running! For the masters! Wipe them out! Mortal fool!
How long we got on this wall? It's gonna take me a while.
Thy blade hungers! Sword and spell!
Bounce off the wall. Obnoxious.
Garnishes never glory!
Okay, so I do have a wizard that's like casting some fire spells on me, so that's interesting.
Kill them all!
Always get off.
From Dorna! I am exalted! I won't fail!
Whoa, 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 whoa. What? guess I accidentally hit.
I don't fail.
You guys didn't see that, but it like exited.
Teaches many glories. Seed of blood. I got soul. For the Chaos Gods. Chaos Knights. Kill. Maim. Burn. The gods will it. Your will. Quickly. Now. First in the Archaon. Cause bloody
This,
glory.
okay, we can get in. All right, let's go.
Will scream. Every mortal. Attack the mortals. All will burn. Awful fool. Kill them. Chaos comes. Give us ruin. Slay every mortal. Running. The world will scream. I command. Chaos comes.
It's taking so long to kill this guy.
Slaanesh perverse glory. Attack the mortals. Blood for all.
Alright, sorry, trying to do that as quick as we can. It's like they really overvalue the towers in the town too much, I think, in some of these sieges. Like, sometimes it matters. You know, if they have the cannons, you know, maybe it matters. But, like, open field, even when it was 20 on 40, it was giving me, like, 90% odds where I could auto-resolve it. So I don't know why they think they could win, like, 20 on 30 here with lower tech units in this town. I don't know. I mean, I guess it does have a legendary lord and, like, 3 heroes. I think killing Balthazar, doesn't it give us extra, like, armor-piercing damage? We may have already killed him before. I can't remember. So we may not get the bonus again, but... Huh. 73. Alright.
A storm of chaos gathers.
We didn't get the traits. We had killed him before. Does he have a banner of flame? Hook him up with that. Is that armor of destiny? Alright, so we're waiting a couple more turns on him. Okay, then he's upgrading.
Choose me, master. The eye sees, I move.
Maybe I should just keep a character up there permanently if that's where I have to go all the time. Okay, hopefully vampire counts take out Kappelberg here in Beechoffen, or Bechoffen, or whatever it's pronounced. It looks like the greenskins might be losing ground to dwarves here. Okay, vampire counts do not have Gorcel yet. Nobody's occupying this stuff, but it looks like it's all burned. Top knots, border princes. Throg's rolling up. Really hope that, like, Norska doesn't declare war on vampire counts, or, like, Skaven declares war on vampire counts. That's going to put me in a weird position. But it'll probably, something like that will probably happen. Alright, what do we got here? Kappelberg. Okay.
More sleep shines.
They took Kappelberg. Bechoffen.
Absolutely not.
Or Beckhoffen, or however it's pronounced, is,
Never. Not likely.
probably going to get destroyed. Okay, I think we're relatively safe to step away from this for now. Unless someone goes hostile with us. Okay, so we're going to dash him over here. So we can drop over here and raid, and then choose which one of these places we want to kill next turn. I think we can hit work bad. I just want a little bit of money off a raid here. Yeah, so we don't need to recruit anything. Why are we still replenishing? Because it's chaotic, I guess?
Yes. Bring corruption. Impossible. I am mountain god.
It's gonna take him forever to run down there.
I will acquiesce.
What? Oh my god.
Destroy. Handsome and lethal.
They won't let us treasure hunt. I don't. Whoa, wait, will let us treasure hunt? I didn't know that. Oh, what is this? Oh wow, I didn't even know we could do this. Tupac never liked to repeat himself. Oh man, I don't... What is this? Like a freaking GRE? Man, I haven't thought about stuff like this in a long time. So there's 3 blue. Let's do it color first. 3 blue, 2 black, 2 red. So probably not a blue one. 2 yellows. So not blue. There are 3 3s, 2 2s. There's 2 1s. So that kind of throws that theory off. It could be a 4. Let's see, there's 2 blacks, 2 yellows, 2 reds, 3. Okay, so not blue. Could be any of the other colors, I think. Has to be something that's not been done before. All of these haven't been done before with the color and number combination. That would be repeated more than twice. Can't do blue, that's more. That's purple. Purple number 2. There are no blue 2s though, but that's not an option. There's 2 of all those. God bless. I mean, I think it's 4 red. That's the... I mean, there's only 2 reds on the board. Guess there's only 2 purples, but there's already a 4 for purple. There's already a 4 for yellow. So I think that's the most original one. There needs to be a red one, because there's only 2 of them. It's the only one without a 4. Red 2 would be a repeat. Purple 2... would also be viable. That would be a 3rd one. That would be a 3rd 2 as well. So that'd be a 3rd purple and a 3rd 2. So I think these are similarly unique. The red and the purple. Okay, so the total number of dots is 7 here, 5 here, 2 here. The least number of dots is red. That'd put it at 8 though. Or is it red? That would repeat it. I don't know. I'm just going to go with this. Dude, I don't know, man. Like I said, I haven't thought about... I'm not really a puzzle kind of person.
My beauty.
They're interesting, but I just like...
What?
I'm just not like in the... I wasn't expecting it. Well, that is cool that we can, like, do something while we're chilling, I guess. I didn't know you could search ruins. I don't know what kind of treasure we get out of it. That's kind of cool. Just wish I wasn't so bad at puzzles, but... Like, I just gave up in the, Vampire Coast campaign with their little dig thing.
Of the darkness. No.
Bro, why? Because they don't like our treaties with Molder. Bro, don't mess with my rats, man. If you force me to pick you or the rats, I'm gonna pick the rats. Okay. I think I'd seen that once before. Maybe was that earlier in a campaign, or maybe that was in another campaign attempt. I feel like I've seen that before, but I just forgot about it. My boy Jaeger. God, Jaeger's so disgusting. I don't know. It's probably not that bad, I guess, like licorice. I was just never into drinking a ton of hard liquor. Like, if I was going to drink some liquor when I was younger, I'd be drinking some gin. Got that Seagram's lime twisted gin. I could drink that stuff, like, just straight. No rocks, no nothing, just neat. But that was when I was looking to get, like, slammed. Just often after, like, a, you know... I didn't do that very often. Remember my young 20s, it was like... I had just broken up with this girl, and then I saw her with this other dude that it just looked like kind of sleazy. I don't know. It's like, really? Him? That's the rebound? And then this other girl called me up, and she's like, hey, you want to go out and listen to this band at this bar? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I went out and just like, I think I drank like a quarter of the bottle. In like 1 minute of the Seagrams that I had in the back seat of my car, I just walked over there. And like by the time I walked like 5 minutes from the parking lot to the venue, I was like trashed. It was like 8 shots in a minute or something. Don't recommend that for the people out there watching. I mean, I'm not a very heavy drinker. I'm not a very big guy to begin with, and I don't drink a ton. Certainly now I almost never drink, but back then occasionally the drama and the emotions of being in my, you know, young 20s or whatever, mid 20s, whatever it was, got me to drink a little bit from time to time. Yeah, I felt bad too. I don't know, like the whole time I was just like, man, I'm not really into this other girl. And then I don't know, I was just like complaining about this other girl. I mean, it was bad. It was kind of a jerk thing to do. I wasn't thinking about that. It's like I'm just not as like conscious about other people as much when you're in your 20s. I mean, I think I was compared to a lot of people in their 20s, but I was just kind of in a bad state of mind, and I just wanted to feel better about myself, so I went and listened to music.
You're overruled.
Oh, jeez.
Avert your eyes.
Alright, well, it looks like Chaos might already be on call here, so I may not even need to burn this. Unless I just want the money. I mean, it is a tier 3. Vert Bad has pretty good garrison. I mean, we could siege that. Just let Chaos burn this one, the Rebellion.
That will incur my wrath.
I kind of don't want to give up the money, but I also kind of want to just advance my map. Who burned this? Man, Empire better not be creeping over here with another 20 stack. I'm not going to be happy about that if they backdoor me. Look, bros, will y'all just military ally me already?
It is night.
Can we just do that so I can see where Empire is and help you?
Insolence.
Dude, I'm about ready to kill these guys for their insolence. Look, man, if you're not going to be the ones to give me the vision to help me colonize so I can see what's going on and respond to these Empire backdoors, maybe I just need to give everything to the rats. They know what's up. They are obedient little beasts. Alright.
There'll be a reckoning.
So yeah, don't do that, guys. And gals, if you can help it, you know. I think. I mean, do what you want. Live your life, but don't rebound on someone that... I mean, I think this girl kind of knew what the situation was and was in for it and didn't, like, care. She was like, I just want to, you know, get together with this dude. But to be honest, she wanted me to go back to her place after the bar, and I was like, nah, I can't do this. Because then I felt bad. I was like, she probably didn't care, honestly. I mean, she was pretty chill. She just probably been drinking a little bit, just wanted to have a good time. But I was like, nah, I can't do that. That's just too bad. I don't want to rebound off her. Does he have... Okay, they don't have the cannons, I don't think. It's not a faction capital. Or like a race capital, I should say. So I don't think it's going to have the natural cannons. Alright, let's just go kill them. And we'll just let Chaos deal with this. This might be like a... I don't know, like a 4,000 or 5,000 gold sack, but I'd rather just run up and advance the map, honestly. While we got him on the back foot.
Attack!
Okay, is it actually just going to let me... Is it not going to troll me and just let me auto-resolve this? We've seen enough of these things. We're going to crush them. Hopefully it doesn't troll. Don't troll, don't troll, don't troll. Oh, it's free troll. This guy should be able to regenerate. Obviously, I would not have taken that many casualties if I just normally fought it, but I do want to save a bit of time here. Okay, corn. I think I need Nurgle now.
What?
These guys could turn around and come at me. Like, this dude can hang out in the back, though, and heal himself with the spells. So we could probably get through it if they want to come at me right now.
I am Slanesh's scion.
Bring me to the storm!
We just can't keep up with with Archaon, man. He moves so fast.
Now is my time.
Dominance.
This dude is real slow.
Bathe in battle. Forward unto slaughter.
Alright, we're burning him. How we looking? Coming up a little bit.
Sylvania greets thee, friend.
Did these guys burn it? Hold on, who's at war with Vampire Counts? Okay, they are at war with Bersalling. Kislev Dwarves, huh. Alright.
Fool.
Isn't that right, Sadie? Oh, y'all want to try? Okay. They're like, hey, he's a little injured. Let's go give it a whirl. They're occupying it? Dude. Okay, they're gonna take damage, right? Like, they're not gonna get full replenishment, and the garrison's gonna be fully replenished off the first turn they occupy, right? There's no way that happens. I mean, we beat them anyways if that does happen, but that'd be really annoying. Damn it. Vampire counts are, when they make the stuff corrupt, is pretty obnoxious for me to run through it. If I had it my way, you know, I would prefer the Skaven take the stuff, but as long as Empire doesn't take it, whatever. I mean, if these guys start fighting each other, even if they want to fight me, it's fine. Just get out of my way. I will just, if they want to fight me, I'll kill them. I don't have to kill everybody on the map. I just have to kill Empire and Dwarves. If everyone else wants, if all the bad guys want to start civil wars with each other, that's fine. Amongst their alliances. It's not technically a civil war, it's just kind of a war, I guess. Alright. So we should get some quest battles soon. We're going to have to fight this guy right here if it doesn't let us auto-resolve. I'm a little reluctant. I don't think I can auto-resolve again because it might kill my hero. I think it's very rare for it to kill off characters. I know it won't kill lords on an auto-resolve, but it might kill heroes. It did an inordinate amount of damage to him that last time, which is like, I don't know, but it saved us 15 minutes, or at least 10 minutes of having to fight that siege. Basically, if they don't have a lord in their town, and it's going to let me do a good auto-resolve, I'm just going to take it, because we've proven time and time again that we're going to crush these sieges until they get more advanced units. Empire maybe permanently, like, defending against this siege is, like, I mean, it's almost impossible for Empire. Like, they have to be very good. It'd have to be like a good player. to deal with it. I don't think the AI is going to be able to
No.
do it. As Empire, I think other factions will fare a lot better. Like dwarfs will be a lot harder to siege, most likely, if they have a bunch of hammers and things like that, or like high elves. I'm trying to think of the toughest matchup would probably be maybe like high elves or dark elves, just if they have a ton of dragons. Okay, what do these guys have? Okay, so no garrison. It's probably still going to put them behind
I'll
walls,
ignore
though.
that.
And they have full replenishment. Even though they occupied it last turn. Alright, well.
I'll have this world.
Okay, we can get these guys in on it, though. Get them a little experience.
Move.
Stormcaller. I awake.
A beautiful decision.
Gods, the mountains call. Ready. Unleash chaos.
Okay. I mean, he is immortal, so if I lose him, he will be back in 7 or 8 turns. I'm just going to save on the time. Okay. It killed the weird. Whatever. It's saving us like 10 minutes here. 3 influence. Or Nurgles. I mean, maybe we do just want Zench here. The research rate, extra research rate would be nice. Although stacking up on corn stuff is always an option, but maybe we just go for some Zench here. Since we have kind of a preponderance of Zench, or of the other ones.
For chaos.
I think we have a preponderance. Let me see. Yeah, 14 on Slanesh, 11 on Nurgle, 11 on Corn. Yeah, it's fine. And there are some decent research things now that we've opened up some of these paths to pick up. So what can we replace the weird with?
Tempest incarnate.
We can just hand off either the Mirror Guard or
Dominance.
this dude.
Are you a god? My adoring hordes agree.
Oh, yes.
I think this was added. I'm almost positive this was added. 'Cause I don't remember seeing that. Yeah, that's actually not that. That's okay, but it's like just for Shaggoths and Trolls. Like, these two are probably better. It's Aspiring Champions and Chosen. Alright, so we're gonna go with this. Save that money.
The spoilers come.
Okay. And then... Where's dude? We're getting
For
close.
chaos.
2 more turns.
Never stop. I'll slaughter in your name.
Oh, we could have thrown him in one of these armies to level up beforehand, so that was kind of a goof there, but
Now. There is only one. Dos Archaon. Amufa.
You dare.
I'm sorry.
I don't think they're getting through this.
By the light of the lady.
I don't see it happening. Beastmen are awful, like awful at sieges. They might be one of the worst in the game, from what I remember. Okay, this is probably gonna get burned, or Skaven's gonna knock him out. Vampire counts have all this stuff. Okay, so Kislev is, or this little place is gonna burn. It's getting sieged right now.
Never. Your last mistake.
Okay, so now we're finally getting some momentum. Rolling on down. Just killed some more.
Thou darest. Sylvania greets thee, friend. Thou shalt fail.
Oh, man, I'm killing all of them. I'm about to get them off your territory. Let me help you. Okay, looks like vampires already took Kemperbad. They might take some other stuff over there too. So they are helping us out. We're giving them some good momentum here. Who's taking this, or is this just burned? Ruins. Karaberg's in ruins. I still don't know who burned Karaberg. That's a little disconcerting. Looks like greenskins are gaining a little ground down south, maybe.
I may spare your soul.
Sure. Excuse me. Okay, so there was another faction there they just killed. So maybe some humans came over and burned that. It's like greenskins are starting to... They're getting a few more properties down here. Looks like they're starting to collapse around the dwarves. They haven't made any headway in these mountains yet. Maybe give them a little head start here in a second. We'll jump start. Knock out some of this stuff. Maybe bring back one of the other greenskin factions, and then they can confederate with them. You really do need some help. Like, not entirely, but if you don't want the campaign to take like 1,000 turns, you really do need some help from other evil factions to help you out a little bit. Or they just keep running in and backdooring you. If it was just me, and like the Skaven didn't help out with this, like, you saw Empire was trying to run around me to gain more property there. Like, you can wear them down eventually, it just takes a lot longer to do it if they're constantly backdooring you. So trying to hand off the ruins to some of these other evil factions are great. And you get more replenishment if you stand on their territory, except for vampire counts. Although I think if I am in camp stance, I would still get the bonus if I get a defensive alliance with them. Those savages.
I refuse. Never!
Just swarms of them constantly.
Honor before glory. King Lewin Leoncoeur.
Okay. Pechoffen got burned.
Slaughter the sheep.
Skaven probably take it. I wish I could trade with him or something. I mean, I guess I can't own property, so I wouldn't get resources.
One
But...
watches me.
Okay, let's go ahead and step over
Watch.
here.
Go
Trigger
now.
both of these events. Aspiring champions. Hell cannons. I mean, pretty strong little army. I think the Silver Sash or Sliver Slash is a pretty strong, like, that's a pretty tough one from what I remember. Okay. Alright, so how do I want to draw this up? Obviously, kind of the weakened units we want to pull out of there and put in some of the, like, our strongest stuff. And we're going to start with Archaons.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so...
There'll be a reckoning. Onward to destruction.
Three hell cannons is a lot.
Now the end times come.
Can't move anymore? Is it because he was in camp stance? Is that what it is? If you try to ally or try to go with someone that's in camp stance, it doesn't work?
Bring my mirror shield. Never stop.
Ready.
We need chosen with great weapons. Alright, let's do it. Okay, it says we're gonna win this one pretty hard, but I don't want to play around. I mean, we already got wrecked by one earlier that was pretty strong. It was pretty strong, but I thought that we would have had a better chance with it. But alright, let's do this. Then that after this battle, that'll be it for this episode. And then next episode we'll do the other quest battle for Silver Sash or Sliver Slash. I'm used to like Quicksilver Sash for League of Legends. The Sliver Slash. That one's going to be a bit harder, but I think we can still do it if we just drop this army off over there next turn with him. And then we need to go ahead and get the chosen units. So we might have to wait a few turns on that. Just going ahead and getting all these quests out of the way, I think is probably a good idea.
Wishes me to bow before him, like he is some pitiless king. Does he think his pathetic sorceries will work on me or my followers? Come, my swords of chaos.
Maybe we can have...
Let us show this weakling conjurer who would be royalty what I do to mine.
Like the pink one.
He will see why I am the lord of the end
Let's
times.
pimp.
Why I am the ever-chosen.
Pimp and pink.
And why I will wield the slayer of kings.
Little chaos dwarf sitting there. Now I don't know where we're gonna get flanked from. That is always kind of annoying with the flank type of units. We have do have some large. Who can I leave back to protect these flanks? I don't have any halberds. Those are usually pretty good to leave back. We go ahead and leave back. These guys are pretty slow.
Many glories.
We'll just leave these guys back to protect. Then Archaon can roll back if we need him to.
Fool, I am exalted. Name your demand. Nurgle's pest and glory. Tremble, mortals. Chaos Knights. Bring their heads. Chaos Knights. Evil and bound. Chaos Knights. Exalted hero. What? Exalted hero. Exalted hero. I control Sinch's gifts. Move fast. Chaos will reign. Ready. Ready. Yes, I control Sinch's gifts too.
Come on and help these dudes out.
All will be destroyed. For the king. What? All's bloody. My God's call. Despoiling. All will be despoiled. All will be despoiled. For the masters.
Where is the sorcerer? He's right here.
Archaon. Exalted hero. This is our time. Now. Quickly. Vengeance many glories. Kill. Blood. Seas of blood. Charge them! Eye of the gods. Kill them all.
Well, he definitely took some hits there. Oh, those Slanesh units, man, they just get wrecked. Because again, I didn't know if I was going to get flanked, which is why I didn't bring my dudes in.
Exalted hero, I don't fail. Die in arcane fire! Ready! To despoil and ruin! The Spanish hear us! My God's call!
Those corn units are pretty freaking sweet.
Exalted hero!
Okay, who's rallying back? Like, what? Oh, some aspiring champions, that's cute.
My God's call! What? We kill them all!
They're like, we should probably run.
Slanesh is for their glory! Running!
But they're like, wait a minute. We're on legendary. We don't run. Everybody's unbreakable.
Every mortal.
Alright, what's the deal?
Attack the mortal! Worship at the bloody altar! Now! What?
Okay.
Move fast!
Yeah, there's almost always two parts to these quest battles. Okay, never mind. Alright. A common theme is that stuff just flies out of everywhere and it starts flanking you. So that's why I left the Nurgle units back. So I just wasn't sure, like, what was up. I think that one, like, the crazy one where you're getting the Crown of Domination has to be one of the hardest quest battles out there. Like, that was serious. Just like 40 units of just like these huge beasts. And the, you know, Archdemon of Change or whatever it is in Tiro. I do think that one thing maybe they could implement into this game, especially with something like a Horde faction where you're going to be using one Lord a lot, is, and I think they've done this in other, I don't remember which other game this is from, but I'm sure there might be several games that do it. Oh, I know that World of Warcraft does this. If you're at max level or whatever, things that would normally give you experience instead give you gold. So that would be cool. It doesn't even have to be a lot, just like some, just to make it feel like it's not a total waste that you're getting all this experience later on. I mean, it's fine either way, but I mean, they want you to diversify a little bit. They did raise the level cap to 40. I think in Warhammer 1 it was 30.
There'll be a reckoning.
From what I remember.
I'll have this world.
So that's kind of cool, but how much chaos is here? It's not as hard to tell. Anyways, okay, so units definitely a little dinged up.
Yes. Bring corruption.
We could go ahead and hand them all off to him.
What?
We're not going to be able to replenish this
Who
turn
are
if we
these
do that, though.
grotesqueries?
Are we taking attrition?
Witness my beauty.
What's up with this attrition? Say?
I am the chosen.
Where can I see why we're taking attrition? Oh, we hovered over their head. Vampiric. Really? We're in vampiric territory? I guess maybe our foot's just across the line.
For chaos.
We could raid them and not take that attrition.
Handsome and lethal.
Okay, let me step to just the other side here.
Never stop. Bring my mirror shield.
Okay, so that dude up because he's injured. This dude down. What are we're against? Okay, we're against a bunch of like I mean, hell cannons do a lot of damage, but they're not going to have any ranged units. That's the thing. Like once you get into melee with your units, and the hell cannons really don't do anything anymore. Yeah, let's just go with 2 hell cannons. Like, they're great against things like Sisters of Avalorn or like Wood Elf, you know, Wave Watchers and things like that, but they could kind of be vulnerable otherwise. Okay.
A beautiful decision.
Alright, so we are not taking attrition here.
My adoring hordes agree.
Do we just go for it, or do I think we wait 1 turn on some replenishment, and then what we could do is hand off these units. That's risky, but we could hand off these units to Kolick and have this dude keep these for a little bit, and then they can come down and kill this stuff, and Kolick can sit here and hire some chosen so that we're being efficient with our time, because we need at least 2 chosen. We need at least 2 chosen with our with Sigvald so that he can do the next quest.
I am Slanesh's scion.
And we don't have enough growth yet, but we might need these Chaos Knights with lances. Although, let me see. Can this dude get it yet? We could also get that with him and then just hand those off over to Archaon with him. And then with Archaon, since he's already tier 5, we could go ahead and grab this with our growth. Maybe that's a smarter move. It doesn't really matter what I grab with... I mean, it kind of does eventually with Sigvald, but, like, these units can be pretty good. Like, these are nice against, like, the Sisters of Avalorn, that kind of stuff. You know, they're not going to be as strong. We talked about earlier those versus Dragon Ogres, but one place where these really do shine is these have way more armor and silver shields. So it's like, yeah, these are better against cavalry, for sure, but I think these are better against the archers. The ones with Archaon have performed really well. Even this bonus against large, like, their melee attack is kind of low. But they do have a nice charge bonus. So as long as you're charge cycling them, they should be good to go. And then these guys get a 10 versus infantry, so maybe that's what we do.
For chaos.
Okay, so next episode we'll probably heal for 1 turn with Archaon. We'll hand off, or with Sigvald. Okay, this got burned. We will replenish for 1 turn with Sigvald. Hopefully that's enough to allow us to fight the quest battle. And then we'll hand off our units with Archaon to
You dare.
Kolick. I mean, I guess if we have our business army, we could keep some units with Archaon just in case we get jumped or something, but we can't hire with Archaon this turn, but we can go ahead and just max out the credit card with some Chosen here. And we definitely need 2 of these for the quest, but then we can think about some other stuff. I'll look at it off screen and just sort of figure out which composition I want the most. Because we already are pretty dominant. I think the great weapons are probably the best overall, although I don't know, like, these are pretty good if we need a silver shielded, you know, but they do way less damage. These are way better. Because, like, a big threat, I think Chaos eventually comes at us, like, spawns other armies or something. I don't know exactly what happens in this campaign. But I think there's some kind of civil war and Chaos comes at us. And these are obviously way better against Chaos because Chaos doesn't have any missile weapons, really. Other than, like, the Hell Cannon. So the Silver Shield really doesn't matter there. And if we're going to have... you know, if we're going to have, like, Chaos Knights and things like that, like, those can soak the stuff. So I don't want to pay for those shields at the price of, like, losing a massive amount of damage. The Halberds are another option that are very good. This can be our answer to if they have, like, Dragon Ogre Shoggoths or just normal Dragon Ogres or big dragons or whatever. Yeah, our Shoggoths are pretty good, but, you know, having 1 or 2 of these can be very handy, too. So it's probably mostly going to be Chosen. We can compare the Chosen to these guys. These guys might be better. They are a smaller size, which I really like, because that means you can get more effective surface area. Because, like, a lot of times we're going to be fighting in these sieges, these little, like, tight choke points, like climbing up on the walls or like fighting through the gate. And so, like, all 40 of these are not going to be able to be on the front line hitting people. So in general, with most units, I am a much bigger fan of smaller entity sizes, like tougher units in general, just because they're so much better in those tight spaces. Especially if you have a lot of melee, which Chaos does. It just gives you a much more impactful surface area. So we'll go through, we'll take a look at them and see what we want. These also have Sunder armor, which is really nice for the rest of our units. So they have pretty heavy armor piercing themselves, a 64, and they sunder the rest of the armor. I think they're similar, 42, 56. I think they have higher melee defense than these. Actually, they do not. We'll have to see which upgrades are good as well. Those have area effect attacks. These do as well. They're all going to be pretty good, but we'll review. We'll look at the upgrades. We'll see sort of which ones we want. But yeah, we'll definitely start decking these out. We'll do at least 1 quest battle next episode with Sigvald, and then we might try to do the 2nd quest battle with Sigvald as well. And we'll review and see if we can get any more. We want to get this one as well. So we can get the great weapons probably in 3 or 4 turns. Chaos Knights with lances, maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know how many growth turns we have on him. On Sigvald, who is going to get it. Let me see. Yeah, so about 4 turns on that. It only takes 1 turn to build. And then it's probably 3 turns to hire them, so probably about 7 turns there. So we should have 2 or 3 quest battles, lace up our guys, we'll get the Chosen pimped out here, we'll keep cranking them. We'll recalibrate our armies. We might switch out some of these halberds just to save some costs and upgrade them over to Chosen.
Fool.
And then we'll work on decking out our army. And then, like I said, I think the game plan is still going to be send Archaon on a mission over here to burn all this stuff out, take out the dwarves, and then we'll have the other goon squad come over here and knock out this stuff. Or, on the flip side, we could have the goon squad go south to the right, take out this stuff, and then we could have Archaon come over here. That might be better, because Archaon is... It's just like, what do I think is going to be stronger? Like, Bretonnia and High Elves or Dwarfs? Like, what's going to be harder to deal with? Probably the Bretonnia and High Elves, I think.
Witness my beauty.
We'll see. Like, I think the Khorne units are going to just dismantle Dwarfs. We'll see, though.
Dominance.
We'll decide. I mean, if we do get through all the dwarves, then I don't know where we would go after that. I mean, everyone's just going to be all hands on deck to come over and wipe out Bretonians and Ulthuan. So, I mean, it depends. We are starting to get some momentum here for sure in the last few episodes. If we can keep steamrolling this stuff, then we might be able to clean it up in... 15 episodes or so. I don't know, maybe 75 turns. We'll see. I mean, a lot can go on here, and like I said, I think that Chaos comes in and like tries to step up and challenge us at some point. But we'll figure it out next time. So, anyways, thank you very much. As always, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you made it this far and you watch a ton of stuff on the channel, you have a couple of spare dollars, you want to support the content, that join button that YouTube added really does help out a lot. I mean, I know $5 doesn't sound like much, and for a lot of people, it's probably not, but it really does help out a lot on the channel if just everybody chips in a couple of bucks. So it's up to you. You know, I appreciate just the watching, the liking, the subscribing. You know, just being a part of the community is awesome as well. But, you know, if you do have a couple dollars, why not? But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.